So I wasn't going to release a video this week because honestly, I'm trying to paint 3 different things at the same time and do a really good job on them, and it's taking way longer than I thought it was going to. But then I decided I had to. I had to do a video. And of all the things I had to do it on, it's trees. Okay, so right now I'm in the process of making a base for this thick boy, this ultramarine that I put some nice glutes on for this Infinity model, which is the werewolf model, which honestly probably got me into painting in the first place because it's so amazing. And of course, the Kithguard from Warmachine. Come on, jungle trolls, Vietnam style steampunk jungle trolls. What? It's amazing. I mean, it's going to be great when it's done. But while I was making the base for that, I came across this interesting way to make trees that I thought, well, I thought this was super cool and super easy. Maybe somebody else will. So I thought I'd share it. And that's what today's video is. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the fastest tree that I have ever made. It's also the most dangerous tree that I've ever made. And we're going to be making it with just your XPS foam, and this is a foam cutter, and these things heat up super fast. So beforehand, I mean, you can already see it getting hot there. Before you start, I am wearing a glove because I'm going to be holding this, and just in case you touch yourself, you want to be able to protect yourself, which it still burns through gloves, but hey, at least it's not your skin. So nice leather would be preferred, right? But we're just going to go through this and kind of show what we're doing. Pieces like this you can save for later. Make sure when you're doing this that you're in a very well ventilated room, because the burning of this stuff is just nice and smelly. So I'm going to do my best to cut this in half. We'll just do it nice and easy here. Okay, because technically, I mean, however big you want to make the tree, you can make the tree, right? But so we're starting off with this shape. It's good because trees usually, they get a little smaller as they go up. The trunk's usually nice and big, but you can do it however you want. For the sake of what we're doing today, we're just going to start going around it in circles and giving it that nice tree-like shape. Again, be careful. This thing's nice and hot. It's cutting through this foam just like it could cut through your fingers. Okay, wouldn't do that like that so much, but anyway, you get the point. I was making this tree for my Warmachine base for the Kithguard, which are these jungle-dwelling trolls. They're very Vietnam War-esque, okay? So, obviously, I'm going to give this a little bit of a tree dynamic in that it's going to go in and a little out. Okay, which means we gotta trim that off right there. And basically, just coming back and forth across it, getting rid of those edges. The funny thing is you don't have to make it completely circular. Okay, trees have a little bit of edge to them. They have a little bit of squareness already, which you can play into that as much as you want. You can fix it as much as you want. Some cool things I learned while doing this process is that, yes, the wire cuts right through everything, but it also, if you just get it close enough to where the heat is there, you don't have to cut anything, but it will definitely melt back those sharp edges. Doing my best to not touch it, but just to get rid of any sharp edges or anything like that. So it's kind of its own like sanding tool. But anyway, you'll go through until you have the shape of the tree that you want. Okay, I am going to just kind of keep filing this thing down because tree to have some good shape to it. Not a huge fan of the sharp edges and things like that, but for the sake of what we're doing, we'll stop right there. I'm going to shut this off. Cools down just about as fast as it heats up. Now I can take off my glove. And from this point, you can do a few things. Okay, I like to sand mine down just a little bit, just to get rid of those jagged edges. Like I said, you can melt them down, you can burn them down, you can do whatever you want. But sanding it, I just feel like it gives it kind of that porousness that's nice to have. And so you can use a sanding stick, you can use just a normal file. Just go over those edges, get rid of them. I'm sure you love hearing the sound of sanding. But basically, just do that over as much of it as you want. Not too bad, right? Anyway, you get the point. Okay, go around, do that the whole way. Now, how do you put lines in it? Lots of different ways. The simplest way is just using a pen. Everyone's got a pen, and you just take that pen and you start drawing down the sides, okay? And you just do that over and over and over again until you have the side of a tree. You can also use a scalpel. Don't use the front of it, use the back of it, and same thing. Just go in there, cut those lines into it. Now, the fastest way is by using this. This is a texture wheel that I 3D printed myself. And seriously, all you do is just put it down, run the texture wheel over it, and you got a tree. Okay. Obviously, you got to be careful with it depending on the angles and stuff. You don't want it to break. XPS foam does that. But you can go over all those edges and just do that. Now, XPS foam can't be spray painted because it will just eat it away at it. Whatever's in the spray paint does that. So what I typically do from this point on is get some glue. You can do basing glue or just thin down to normal glue. This is my thin glue. And mix it with whatever paint color you want. Paint it on, let it dry. It'll be glue and paint, so you can spray paint it without it shrinking or melting. You can super glue to it without it having anything happening to it. And then you got this nice tree that you can use as scatter terrain, that you can put up, that you can put leaves on. If you want to do branches, you just take this, do the same exact thing, glue it onto the side, glue it on at an angle, do whatever you want. And when you're done, it'll look something like that. Got that beautiful marks in it. Looks like a tree. You can hang some vines on it. You can throw some moss on it to make it look good. That's it. Really simple, really easy. And that's it. Like I said, short, easy, quick video. If you are interested in Warhammer, Warmachine, Infinity, Warcrow, any of those games, I am always making content for them. And I like sharing stuff like this, like making this cool little base / scatter terrain. That was really easy. I mean, you can make like 10 trees in 10 minutes. It's cool. And granted, I mean, they're just logs, I guess, basically. It's not really a tree, but mine's a tree. And yours can be too. And if you like that, please like, subscribe, stick around. Hopefully I'll see you back here again. We're all about tabletop games in all their different shapes and making them fun. So thank you for joining me today as I show you a quick and easy way to make a tree. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. As always, don't spend so much time building your world that you forget to spend some time in it. Till next time.